StockPulse Newsroom, talking Canadian silver cobalt today. It's CCW on the Toronto Venture Exchange, CCWOF, the OTCQB in the States. They've been in the news lately, reporting some positive battery metals assay results from their massive sulphide discovery there at the Graal property up there in northern Quebec. So to run through the details of that and maybe a little walk backwards through 21 here, I've got the president and COO, Matt Halliday. So Matt, appreciate you taking the time here, and I've been busy here lately, my friend. So before we maybe get into the current day stuff here, I want you to walk us back, tell us a little bit about the company and about your accomplishments from last year.
Okay, great. So a little bit about Canada Silver Cobalt. We have our flagship silver project in Gauganda in Northern Ontario. Very safe jurisdiction, lots of mining activity going around. We're only about 40 kilometers away from Alamos Gold's Young-Davidson mine, so we're in a really good spot for mining. And we have the highest silver grades in the world. And so that's really exciting. We have a 43101 compliant resource that proves those grades. And our resource is very small right now, 7.5 million ounces, but it's at 250 ounce per ton or 8,582 grams per ton. And we're growing it. So that's what we've been doing this last year is we've been drilling nonstop. We've had 1 to 2 drills pretty much turning all the time at our Gauganda Castle East project. And we're getting ourselves ready for a resource update. So we should have that update coming out within the next month or so. I'm targeting for the end of this month or the beginning of April. And we're going to really push the boundaries of the amount of ounces that we have in the ground. So in terms of what we did last year was a heavy focus on drilling at the Castle East. However, we have picked up a number of copper, nickel, cobalt properties across Ontario and Quebec, predominantly in Quebec. And we have set the stage for those nickel properties to be drilled. And we did a lot of geophysics on them too. So we're really pushing the battery metal side of the company forward. We drilled 7,000 plus meters at our Graal property, and we've been hitting massive sulfides with nickel, copper, and cobalt in them. We hit massive sulfide in 22 out of 23 drill holes. So what a stellar begin to a program. And, now we're basically getting ourselves ready to continue to delineate that deposit, get it 43101 compliant, or at least have a technical story there. So that's kind of what we've done through the last year, as well as we've been continuing to work on our Re2Ox process, which is a process that can produce these high value products for the EV market. So we have Re2Ox that produces cobalt sulfate, nickel sulfate, copper sulfate. And our cobalt sulfate has been demonstrated to be able to meet the specifications of Sumitomo metals. So, we can produce a product that meets the end buyer right now. And one of the things that we've done is we've extended the platform to be able to process rubidium, which is going to be used in sodium ion batteries. And one of our sister companies has found some rubidium on their property.
Wow. So yeah, you just set the stage here for a whole lot of action here in 22. Investors like busy companies. Seems like the commodities are the winds at your back here. So yeah, Matt, talk about some specifics here. You sure laid out a lot of goodies, reasons to follow the company, but to get a little more specific here, you talked about your 2 properties here. What's going to be accomplished here? And we're having a cocktail on December 31st. How good of a year did you have?
Okay, so what's coming up basically is a busy year. We have that resource update coming out really shortly. And that resource update is extremely important for the Castle East. Not only do we have the resource update, but our intent at putting a ramp down there, advanced exploration ramp, taking a large bulk sample and becoming cash flow positive, but continuing to explore and develop that resource from underground. So we have a lot of news that will be generated around that ramp. One, we'll be finished our environmental baseline study by mid-year. Right now, we're already in the permitting phase. And so we've started with the draft permits and which data that we have ready. So, we expect to be moving through that permitting phase and even maybe receiving some or all of our permits this year. Although I expect that some of the permits might move into 2023. And so on that side, it's really, really exciting. We could even potentially be doing some pre-ramp development, whether it be setting up a camp or preparing the grounds. So, we can have that real quick moving start. And that would be at the end of the year. And, we are continuing to work at the Castle East, and we'll be continuing to be drilling in Ontario as well as Quebec. The Graal, right now we have taken a quick pause. We're doing some geophysics there. Again, these are massive sulphide deposits, so the geophysics works very well to try to delineate where it's the thickest and the juiciest. And so we're going into that route right now, and then hopefully we'll be continuing to drill there in the near term. And as well as we have a land package that we picked up in Kirkland Lake. It's the EB Auto property. And I expect to be doing some geophysics very shortly at the EB Auto property, and get some boots on the ground to start doing some early exploration, and have that property drill ready for the summer or autumn.
Wow, a whole lot to pay attention to. A lot of good things there. Give us, I guess, before I let you go here, Matt, give us a little health check on the company. How's the treasury looking? Got enough fuel in the tank to get down the road a little bit here?
Yeah, so we have about $1.5 million, I would say, in the treasury, and that's going to get us through the crunch here. But the stock is been quite healthy. We're going in the right direction now, and I think we've been having a lot of wind at our tail. The nickel price has been going right up, and we do have an excellent nickel property, and the silver price has been slowly crawling up over the last month. I'm very happy to see that steady increase in the silver price, and hopefully it'll continue to be the wind at the tail there. And so we're moving in a very good direction.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on the tape here and the wire, and wish you the best success here. So Matt Halliday, he's the COO and the president, Canada Silver-Cobalt, CCW, Toronto Venture Exchange, CCWOF, OTCQB in the States. Matt, appreciate that update. And again, we'll check back in when you hit the wire again.
Thank you very much.